My name is Jeff Lewis. I've been with AVL for going on 11 years now as a technical sales specialist, specifically focused into products initially internal combustion engine related, and I think, as the market has changed, that has then spread into other areas as well. The new EV stuff, hybrids, fuel cell, whatever, really at that point. So generally, I could say it's data acquisition. High-speed measurement specifically, like that's really the primary focus, is on systems that have, 1, 2, even higher sampling rates of signals, so trying to capture very fast events like in-cylinder pressure, for example, or three-phase AC, in the EV kind of world. And those events are happening very fast, so to be able to accurately capture them and understand how much energy, efficiency, whatever you're getting from it, you need to be able to do that quickly. You're supporting the sales organization with the customer interaction, helping the customer to understand what the product can do for them and really answer those technical questions. Do demonstrations even potentially with the equipment. A wide range of things, honestly. So, that's anywhere from, obviously answering emails, having customer interactions now, doing a lot of presentations remotely, things like that. But then also, visiting customers, doing demonstrations, as I mentioned, of a product they might be interested in. And then you're also involved in the quoting process too. And, sometimes I commission the equipment. Sometimes I'm doing troubleshooting as customers have issues, and you're always interacting with the product development team, feeding back information that is helpful for them so that they can continue to make a better product in the end. I like how the wide range of tasks that you need to do. I like that kind of change of being able to, do certain things and then, go off and then do other things a different day. So it's just like such a, I'm going to say, dynamic work environment, that, you're always doing something new. And then obviously with changes in the market too is driving, a lot of change also in your day-to-day work, learning about some of these new types of motors and mobility and everything else. So in that range, started to see about 5 years ago, right, is the push for electric vehicles. It's kind of has always been there. There have been hybrids, but there wasn't really, I would say, a push to, to put it out there. So I think seeing some of the startups coming out and really starting to push the OEMs has been, a big change. Now OEMs are starting to have just as many, if not more, EVs than the startups, but the startups are still, they're still very important, I think, right now, kind of to drive that whole market. And the technology too, right? They're not, I would say, they seem to be more willing to take risks, do something more a little bit different. Yes, great question. I think that, just seeing what's going to happen on the side of the battery technology, because that is, to make everything much more feasible. I think that the battery technology, there's going to be a lot of changes there. People talk about faster inverters and things like that, but, battery seems to be, one of the core topics really in making the electric vehicle platform work. So it's interesting to see that progression and, how that's going to get pushed, I think, in the next, 5, 10 years even. You're welcome.
Thanks for listening to Reimagine Mobility Podcast. If you like this episode, please subscribe and tell a friend.